Hey guys, it's me, Halloween Dan, and today's video, well, for me, it's a pretty exciting one because today is the start of it, guys. This is where we draw our line in the sand and let everyone know just how spooky we really are. That's right, because we have just done?
What are you saying? What are you saying? What is he saying?
Begun? I don't know. We have begun our haunt for 2025. Yeah! Yes, Medway Manor has begun to awaken. And to mark that occasion, to mark phase one, this is but phase one of our haunt beginning, I thought I and Finn will give you a little showdown of our haunt so far and see what you guys think, and show you just a couple of other spooky items I've got going on inside the house too. So yeah, it's all getting spooky. So I didn't bother doing a whole sit down thing because most of this video is about stuff that is outside of my house right now. I mentioned this in the video. We actually did this on Sunday the 5th. It is now Wednesday the 8th. This was all really the other day when we did this, but we took an opportunity while it was dry. We've got a lot of things going on in the weekends to come. So I knew I wanted to get this phase one moment of my haunt begun. I will reiterate what I reiterate every year. Phase one is the most basic entry-level stuff into my haunt. It really is the foundation. It's not the whole shebang.
What?
So please do not look at this and go, God damn, I was expecting more from you. More! There will be more. There is a lot more. In fact, my house is filled with more stuff as we speak. But this is just... I like to just put my cards down on the table and let the whole neighborhood know, hey everyone, I'm a bit spooky.
Oh, scary. Oh, shiver my timbers.
And this does that. This phase one moment lets everyone know exactly where I'm coming from, exactly what my feeling towards Halloween is. And it's fun as well because there's always like newcomers to the neighborhood. Like there's been a few at least who've walked past and gone, wow, this guy goes big for Halloween. And it's like, you have no idea. Sorry. Just real quick though, just have a little look at this lot of stuff. All my spooky home decor items have started to come out on show again. This is my windowsill. This is the one part of the house my wife really lets me go to town and I can just spookify up with all kinds of Halloween-y things. Here we've got my collection of snow globes. So this is a shaky snow globe I got maybe 2 years ago. This is the one that I got from the Halloween Store UK. They sent me this as part of their mystery box last year. We've got my witches one, which I also got maybe about 2 or 3 years ago. This one needs more batteries, but it's a witch's brew bottle that I got from Asda last year. There's a Marks & Spencer's biscuit tin that lights up. We've got my Hocus Pocus house, my Lego Hocus Pocus house, which is looking great, and my Lego Haunted house, which is also looking awesome. Oh, and these two little characters, we cannot forget these two, you know, because she is, of course, very demure.
Very demure, very mindful.
Now it's time to show you the spookiness on the outside of our house. So here we are. It is Sunday the 5th of October. We have done phase one of our display. Well, nearly everything. We just need the tentacles. Yeah, there's a few more details. There's a few things I haven't been able to do today, mostly because of weather. But this is that point of year where we always like to just get a few things out, the bare bones of our display, the foundations of our display, which basically is a whole bunch of static ghosts, our big floodlights, and our electrics where we want them to be. So that's what we've done. So
You don't say.
let me show you what we've done. So we've done our really basic fence, which, to be honest, it really annoys me that I go to so much effort with everything else, and then every single year I forget to do anything particularly interesting with this fence. It is basically some garden canes with some rope. Next year I think I am going to do something a little bit better in terms of a fence thing, maybe like a cemetery fence, but it works, it does its purpose, and once everything else is out here you barely notice it anyway. So we've got a few very basic ghosts. Some of these will move around when the bigger elements of our display come out. Here's several of our range props that have stopped working, the ones that I bought last year.
Do you buy that one from the range?
Yeah, he came from the range and he stopped working within about a day. We have got a really basic little ghost hanging in the tree that's kind of encroaching on our garden. And then we've got our floodlights. So we've got our big green floodlights aimed up at the house here. Like I say every year, if it wasn't for the fact we have this massive street light right outside our house,
God damn you all to hell!
the house would look brilliantly lit and green. But, you know, what can you do? We have to work with what we've got. We have our pillars. So these are our pillars from last year, you might remember. These were the pillars that I built last year. I think they're looking pretty good. And we've got our flame lights back out here, which are also miraculously working, looking pretty good. We've got our Medway Manor sign, which has survived as well, although I did have to glue all the letters back on, but they're there, that's it, great. There are still lots of other smaller lights. I want to add some under the porch and lighting up other things that are going to be out here, but in general, this is, again, it's phase one.
Phase one.
We've got our big pumpkin. This is our pumpkin from Costco. He just goes on and on and on, never stops working. This is the green one that I got from Asda last year. He's pretty cool, looks pretty awesome. We've got this Reaper guy. He came from Wilco's just before they shut down, and I've always had him towards the back of the haunt, but for whatever reason, the sensor that he's built into him has stopped working. So, but the demo button still works. So we've kind of got him here kind of lurching forward at the front of the horde so that people can actually press the demo button and actually get him to work. He only says one phrase, so it's not exactly very exciting, but you know, you get the gist. We've got some ghosts, we've got some skulls, we've got our little skeleton friend here still advertising the haunt, and just another basic one breaking out of the ground. We've got another little ghost that I bought this year. He lights up. Disco ghost. Disco. Didn't realise he was a disco ghost, to be honest. We've got the annoying bride who, she works, so I'm not going to be, you know, I'm not going to complain about her, but, you know, she is very easily triggered and she's kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. And then we've got this section on my horn, yet again, more ghosts. We've got our UV lamp here, big UV lamp, that one, lighting up our bigger ghosts. We've got some smaller ghosts in the bushes. We've got some skeletons and some bones on the ground. These are the ones having a little sunbathe out on the lawn. And we've also got our giant cobweb coming down from Ella's window, actually, funnily enough. And it just drapes down over our bay window. And that's pretty much it. Yeah. This is phase one. Last year during phase one, we did include our inflatable tentacles. They were from that window over there, that one there, and that window there. But it has been so windy today. We've got the remnants of Storm Amy, a really big storm that blasted off to the north of Scotland going by the UK right now. And even though the storm's passing, it's been a really windy and occasionally wet day, so we've had to kind of do this in between sort of bouts of bad weather, but I think it still looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. We'll get those tentacles out as soon as the wind kind of drops a little bit, because they do get very easily buffeted about. I don't want them banging against the glass or anything. So it's Monday, the day after our video that I did yesterday. Finn's still here with me as my helper. And we have our tentacles out of the windows. They are inflated, they clearly still work. But yes, we have our 3 tentacles, one on this side of the house and 2 on the front. They do definitely draw a whole amount of attention. And because from the main road, you can only see the top half of our house. So it is kind of cool to bring a little bit of attention. It makes a lot of people aware that we are doing something spooky. But apart from that, that's pretty much it. We've not really got much else to say about the display right now. As you can see, it is very, very basic. There's not a huge amount going on, but there is at least something going on. And this is just like our way of letting the neighborhood know that Halloween
is coming.
It's coming. It is on its way. It's not far off now. And soon our entire house will be transformed into the spookiest house
Of Medway Manor.
in the whole village. Our haunted house of Medway Manor.
Yes.
So yeah, we'll leave it there. There's plenty more to do. There's going to be more things to add over the days to come. She's really testing my patience, guys. She's really annoying me. So that's it. That's it so far. There's not a huge amount to show really there. I understand that for some of you, you'll be like, is that it, Dan? Why are you not doing more? Because I live in the UK. Okay? I live in the UK. I have a choice. There are brave souls here in the UK who definitely go the extra mile at this time of year and start putting all of their animatronics and everything, all singing, all dancing out at this time of year. You're very brave. I think you're brave. I don't, because the weather is so shockingly terrible.
Till both today and yesterday.
And even when it says it's not going to rain, it often does. So I don't trust it. And I couldn't deal with another 3 or 4 weeks of stress on top of that final week where I do put everything out. So we will have phase 2 will probably be this time next week, where I put out my witch's house and my castle and some slightly bigger elements. And then from that point on, every day I'll introduce something a little bit more spooky until we get to the final week of October, that last week in the run up to Halloween, where all my things will appear out, all my animatronics and everything. So hold on to your seats, guys. It's gonna get bumpy. We will see you
In the next one. Keep it spooky. Bye.